What is going on, guys? Welcome to a new vlog. Today is Monday, November 17th. It is currently 10:28 in the morning. We got a long day ahead. Black Friday is just around the corner, so we're trying to prep for it. We're actually going to be having our Black Friday sale on Wednesday. That's when it's starting. So if you're watching this video, Black Friday sale is live. Go check out our website. We got a lot of cool merch, a lot of hats like this one right here. We got some cool shirts as well too, some accessories. Show your boys some love. We're having some big discounts. If you live in the area and you want to come check out Roman Empire Gym, we are giving huge discounts on our memberships. So come join the family. We'd love to have you there. Other than that, we're gonna head to the gym. I'm gonna show you guys some of the items that we have. So stay tuned because we have a lot of merch dropping. So I'll see you guys there. All right, so here's pretty much what we have. We have 8 different style of pump covers. We got those heavy on the graphics up top. This one right here, 2 color waves. This one's got the Houston skyline, Roman Empire Gym, Houston, Texas. And then we got these 2 right here. I love these. I like these 2 different colors. We've actually never done anything like this before as far as color goes. This one right here, we have a red version of it. And that's a Coliseum one right there. I'll show you guys what that looks like over here. So this is a red version of it. Pretty sick. This one just says Roman in the front, but it's got that logo on the back. I'll show you what you guys saw earlier. Boom. And we're also going to be doing a sale on the belts. We got black and red. And we also got hats. 4 different styles of hats, socks. And let me show you guys the 13 millimeter lever belt that we have here. Boom. Pretty sick, huh? That's pretty much all the merch that we have. As far as memberships go, we are doing $100 off of all of our options. So if you've been wanting to come become a member at Roman Empire Gym, now is the time to do it. We're going to be doing this all the way up until the end of November. So come sign up. All right, we're gonna go on a random business rant. A couple of months ago, I had a guy reach out to me. He owns a gym in California and he was having some cash flow issues. He had a lot of members, but he wasn't really making a lot of money. And the reason why is because he has a 10,000 square foot gym. He only has access to 30 parking spots. And he's at the point where there's so many people in there for a gym his size that people are starting to cancel because there's not enough restrooms for everybody. There's not enough equipment for everybody. And there's not enough parking for everybody. One of the things that we do as gym owners when we're first starting out is that we try to compete on price. Unfortunately, that's not what you should do. You're focusing more on like what commercial gyms are doing. So you should be doing the opposite of what they're doing because one, you don't have as many locations as they do, and you can't really deliver what they're delivering at the scale that they're doing it just because of lack of funds. So what are some of the things that you can do, right? The first thing that I always tell people to do is make sure that you focus on building a brand around your gym. How do you do that? You have to have a message that a lot of people can associate with. That is going to be one of the biggest things that you should be focusing on. The second biggest thing that you need to focus on is going to be your marketing. You need to know exactly who you're targeting. What kind of people do you want in your gym? And the biggest question of them all, right? How do you get them through your door? You have to literally obsess over branding and marketing. That's how you're going to be able to get those people in there. And that's actually how you're going to be able to charge higher pricing, which is what we're going to go over today. I was able to get in a phone call with the guy in California, and we were going over some of the things that he was doing and all that stuff. And the biggest thing that I noticed was that his pricing structure needed some work. So this guy only has one membership option, and it's just a month-to-month option. He was charging $50 a month, which is a little bit on the lower side for a gym that size. When you're that small, you can't afford to be cheap. 7.5 years ago when I first started, I had a small little 6,000 square foot gym and I only had access to 17 parking spots. It was horrible. But my strategy back then was let's try to be as affordable as possible so we can get as many people in here as possible. Also, I was a little bit scared that if I went too high, nobody was going to show up. And this guy having the same issue as well too. He didn't want to increase his pricing because he was scared that nobody was going to be paying for that and nobody was going to be showing up and that he was going to be having a hard time getting people through the door. If you're a gym owner and you're having the same issues, that is not the case. Higher prices only scare people away that shouldn't be there in the first place. So what we did is we came up with a whole different pricing structure. So let me kind of break that down for you guys. This guy only had one option when it comes to memberships and one option when it comes to passes. He was selling $50 monthly memberships. And he had a guest pass option. So his guest pass right over here, $19.99. Guest pass. So this is pretty much all he had. That is the reason why he was having such a horrible cash flow problem. What I suggested was, let's go ahead and add 2 more options to your memberships and 2 more options to your guest passes. So what we did was we went up on the monthly to $60 a month. We kept the guest pass the same, but the 2 other options that we added here is a year paid in full. The year paid in full we kept at $50 a month, but it has to be paid in full, and it comes out to $600. And then we added a 6-month option. So the 6-month option came up to $400. On the monthly option, we added a $100 sign-up fee. What that's going to allow us to do is increase the perceived value of these 2 options down here. We want to collect as much cash up front as possible. A lot of gym owners tend to focus too much on this right here because this is what commercial gyms focus on. You are not a commercial gym. So the more you can collect up front, the better. 1, you don't have to worry about the customer not paying. And 2, you don't have to worry about the customer canceling. You're getting everything up front, whether the customer uses a facility or not. Now on the passes, what we did is we added a week pass and a month pass. The week pass, we priced it at $60. And the month pass, we priced it at $150. The goal here is to sell a lot of week passes to local gym goers that are thinking about signing up but aren't really too sure. And the guest pass is more for travelers, people that don't really live around the area, but they don't mind doing the drive, or maybe they're just visiting from out of town and they need a place to train at. That's what this is. Here, the goal is really not to sell the month pass as much. That's just to increase the value of the week pass right there, which we sell a lot of week passes that actually end up turning into memberships. Now, once a customer has purchased any of these options right here, it doesn't matter which one it is, if they want to turn into an actual member, we can credit the amount of money that they spent here into any options they want here. That way, it's not a waste of money on their end. If you're a gym owner and you're having some cash flow problems, this is going to help a lot. This structure has literally been the reason why Roman Empire Gym is constantly upgrading gym equipment, constantly doing upgrades to the facility in general, and the reason why our customer churn is less than 3%. If you're a gym owner and you need some help, please feel free to reach out to me. I have done over 8 figures in sales over the past 7.5 years. There's a link down in the description. All you have to do is fill out the information and one of my team members will reach out to you if it's something that we can help you with. Alrighty guys, today is Wednesday and we just got a small little shipment of some drinks. It's a little bright. There we go. We just got a shipment of drinks and let me show you guys what we got. It's a small little pallet, nothing too crazy. So here's what we got. We got some new flavors that we actually have never had before, like the Ghost, the little white drink. It kind of looks like a monster. Actually, I won't get this one out. It's a lot of work. We're gonna do inventory. The goal is to fit all of this right over here. But yeah, we got some lean bodies, a lot of different Ghosts. We got some raw down there, some of their proteins, and then we're going to be trying out this new Rise. It's like a little protein drink but with caffeine, or I guess it's an energy drink with protein. That's a better way to describe it. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got. So we spent on this small little pallet right here $3,754.72. We actually cut back on how much money we spent on energy drinks a month quite a bit because we ran into an issue where we were having a lot of leftover. So to kind of like prevent that, we are now only ordering things that are actually selling because I noticed that sometimes we were like experimenting a little bit too much with product, and now we're like, let's just go ahead and sell things that are actually that people are actually buying as opposed to testing out too much. So everything that we order are things that are actually selling and people actually want. But yeah, that's what we got going on right now. Later on, we're gonna be making our way down to Katy. We're gonna go pick up 2 new pieces by Megamas. It's gonna be 2 bag pieces, so I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, so here's what we came to pick up. Megamas T-Bar Row. This thing is sick. I ordered this piece about a month ago. It's finally here. And then right next to it, we got another row variation. We already have 2 very similar to this one right here, but this one's a little bit different. The handle, slightly different. But yeah, I love this Megamas stuff, man. And let me show you guys his little collection that he has over here. He actually sold it, unfortunately. So this is some of the Flex leverage stuff, except that one right there. That one's more of a Star Trek piece. But look at this. He's got the lat pull down. He's got the iconic chest press right here. Bicep curl, another chest press, incline press. He's got 2 of those. And then he's got the seated tricep right there. Super nice. I've actually been looking for some of those pieces, but super hard to find. He already sold all of them, so I won't be able to purchase those today. He is looking for some because, like I said, I want all of those. As you guys know, those are very like iconic pieces, and I like to bring a lot of that rare stuff into my gym just because I feel like a lot of people that actually know about gym equipment, they appreciate things like that. Most people normally, they'll just walk into a gym. They don't really see the value in like some of the old school pieces. They just look at an old piece and it's like it's just an old piece, right? But if you know, you know, and we do cater to a lot of actual lifters that actually do know about equipment. So yeah, we're gonna pick those things up. We're gonna load them up in the truck. We're gonna head back to the gym. We're gonna rearrange a few areas of the gym to make those 2 pieces fit, and then I'll show you guys what everything looks like at the end. We are finally done setting everything up. It actually only took about an hour and a half. It wasn't too bad. It was just me and Jonathan. So we ended up moving some pieces back here in the back row to make this one fit, but it just looks amazing. Like, I just love the way everything looks back here. We got 3 of them, all linear rows, Watson, Megamas, and then now this new Megamas right here. And then we got the Strive rod next to it too. Really, the main difference here is that the bars are kind of like straight and the handles here, as opposed to the one here in the middle. It kind of bends a little bit, different handles. And this one, very similar to the first one I just showed you guys, but it's got rotating handles. I think they're all great. We got another Strive Extreme row right here. And then we got the old school hammerstring lineup. You can't go wrong with hammerstring. We got all this hammerstring back here, and then we got all their chest stuff right in front as well too. And right across, we got the other Megamas piece. A lot of people actually like this thing because you can do a lot of stuff with it. We got the Raw Motorworks row, and then the the Megamas T-Bar row. I like this thing a lot. But yeah, we had to move some stuff here. We got the barbell. You can't go wrong with the barbell either. Just barbell rows, Arsenal Strength, Raw Motorworks rear delt machine, and then the Arsenal Strength T-bar row, and then some bicep stuff right over here. But yeah, that's pretty much what we did. My goal is to constantly keep upgrading the facility, trying to perfect the product as best as possible. We just added 2 new machines. We just got some brand new dumbbells a couple of weeks ago. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep this going because I wanna make sure that Roman Empire Gym is one of the best gyms in Houston. And that's literally what I strive for every single day. On another note, check out all the supplements that we just got all by Bum. We got some of their Super Savage stuff right here. Their pumps, more pumps down there. We got some EAAs down here. A lot of their proteins, their essential pre's, creatines. We got the sleep stuff. This actually works. Tests. Yeah, just a bunch of supplements. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This upcoming Tuesday, November 25th, we're going to be having our Turkey Madness event. So if you're in town, come check us out. Everything is going to be free. We're going to be giving away 150 turkeys, and we're going to have some amazing sales that day. So like I said, if you're in town, come check us out. Everything is going to be on me. Until next time, peace.